Two. Hi, welcome to the 1010-Diverse Show, episode 84. Today we've got up to 16, I think it's more like 13 or 14 songs to be featured quickly from artists all around the world. Coming up first from Portugal, we've got Chris, Mel and Guilherme, all members of the Silent Mode band. Could you introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, Ripping Black Reality?
So, about Ripping Black Reality, it's it was a hard time for everyone. I think Mel, it's the one of the ones that could explain this more. Mel, can you explain the Ripping Black Reality story?
It comes from somewhat of a dark place and a place of trauma, but music is cathartic, and so I used it to put it all out there and just let it be over. So yeah, that was the whole point of the song, lyrically talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of our heaviest, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of our most heavy song we have in the album. As screams, as breakdowns, as a cool riff, as everything.
Well, without further ado, let's get the show started over in Portugal, Silent Mode with Ripping Black Reality. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Sit back and enjoy.
Sorry. I got a question here. Are they on?
Yeah,
yeah,
Eric. Eric, I was going to ask
Okay.
you what your thoughts were. Fantastic track. Eric, you're the co-host today, so Eric's going to quickly say something. What was your thoughts there,
Um,
Eric?
my thoughts are the song is great. I like the song. I like the lyrics. The music is good. I'm a producer, so I have to ask, where did they produce the music at?
in our home studio. Yeah,
In your home studio?
yeah.
Okay. The reason I was asking, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to throw jabs or anything. I'm just saying the production could have been a little bit brighter, but the song message itself was good. The song, the lyrics, the vocals, everything, the timing was great. I just feel like you might be lacking a little bit in the area of production, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I'm not trying to give negative shots here.
No, don't worry. We get it. Thank you.
But no, it's definitely good. And with a little bit more production, you could probably make that a hit.
Thank you.
Mr. Steve Andrews, what was your thoughts? Steve's brought in half of this show here, Top Talent Promotions Portugal. Steve, what was your thoughts here before we get to Musaphonia's song next?
Well, actually, like I said in the chat, this is actually a great example of why I think Silent Mode is such a brilliant band. And again, Mel's vocals are so powerful. You know, she's got a fantastic voice and it's distinctive. And it contrasts with Chris's vocals as well, because Chris is singing as well. And I think that works so well. And I like the grungy sound they have. They have like a powerful rock grungy sound there. And for me, it works really well. The first time I saw this band was at a festival here, and I just thought, wow, this band have got it. So, you know, that's why they're here actually, because, you know, we became friends, and yeah, I think they're amazing.
Well said, well said. Honestly, it's absolutely fantastic track. And do you know that, like, there's even teenagers in the band, they're young pups. Do you know what I mean? They've got a great future. So he's a fantastic Silent Mode. Till the next time. Thank you. Right, so from Portugal, we're going to stay in Portugal. Musaphonia, Roger, we've got Saul. Do we have anyone else from the band here? One of you, could you introduce yourselves? Who are Musaphonia? Let's maybe Saul. Saul's the better speaker of the two in English. And what's the story behind your song? Despedida. That's how you say it.
I'm sorry if you cannot hear me so good. I'm not sure. You can hear me? Yes?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because I'm traveling and I'm not sure if sometimes my signal is not so good. So I'm sorry for that. But about the song Despedida, this song tells us everything about what happened when a love story comes to an end. And everybody knows that it's not an easy experience. It's especially when you're still loving that person. And this song tells us everything about that. But I think Roger can help us to know a little bit better what kind of inspiration that he had, because he wrote the lyrics and even everything related with the music. It was him. So maybe if Roger can help us just to know a little bit more about his inspirations. I don't know. What do you think, Roger?
Yeah, the inspiration of the music is and the lyrics, it's exactly what Saul has said, because it's a feeling that everybody, almost everybody, has passed through a love song that ends sometime, and the feeling the person gets inside when that love between two peoples, and it's a feeling that's bad and it's really inside, and that's just like the title of the song said. It's a farewell. It's the translation for despedida in Portuguese. I have to make a notice of something that we don't have the translation in the lyrics in the video, but I believe it's the translation in the description on the YouTube. But so if you want to know the lyrics in English. I believe it's the translation there.
Hey man, these are absolutely awesome. What a great introduction. And hey, why do we always have to listen to songs in English? That's, yeah, I can't wait to hear this again in Portuguese. Despedida by Musaphonia. Ladies and gentlemen, one love. Absolutely beautiful.
That was
Yeah, Eric, and then Steve, who's also our next guest. What was your thoughts here? I know everyone would like to say something, but there's only enough time for 2 reviews. So, Eric, and then Steve, our next guest. What was your thoughts here, guys?
my thoughts are that is a very beautiful song. I didn't know anything about what she was saying, but she conveyed her emotion correctly through the song. And I'm a sucker for guitars, so the intro and the guitar solo in there, that was just badass. I could feel the song. Like I said, I didn't need to know what she was saying. I knew that she was sad, and it sparked an emotion. So if you can do that through your music, then you're doing something right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot.
Well said, well said. And before you go, Steve, I'd like to welcome young Zena to the show. She was the final guest to come. Can you hear us okay, Zena?
Yeah, I can hear you all. How are you guys?
Thank you, thank you. So make sure you're on gallery mode. Swipe from right to left on your phone and you'll see everyone who's here. What's your location, Zena? Could you just tell us that and then we'll continue with the show? You're up in a few songs' time. What's your location, Zena?
My name is my song, the best song.
Whereabouts are you in the world? What's your location?
I am from Syria.
Syria, nice one. I'll put that in your name and we'll get back on with the show. You're up in a couple. So, Steve, what was your thoughts here, Mr. Andrews, Captain Greenbeard?
Well, like Eric said, you don't need to understand Portuguese to appreciate the amazing vocals that Sol, has. It's just fantastic. It's a sad song. It's a beautiful song, and not only that, it's not only like Sol's vocals, but I think like all of the other musicians, they all play so well, and it's just like an absolutely brilliant song in every way.
Well said, Steve. Well said.
Thank you,
Do you know, I think everyone's, including me, is overwhelmed the amount of people here tonight. It seems a little bit busier than usual. But yeah, well said. Sol and Roger from Musaphonia, one love. These are absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Till next time.
Thank you
Thank
so
See you next time.
much.
Yeah, man. We'll see you again soon. Top Tap Promotions Portugal. So for the final part of Portugal section here, Steve Andrews, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song? Where does all the plastic go?
Well, I'm Steve Andrews from Wales originally, now in Portugal. My song, Where Does All the Plastic Go? I think the title speaks for itself, basically, because we have plastic all around the world. We all know about the horror and the problem of plastic. So that was why I saw the plastic, I saw the problem getting worse. I decided to take action, to do something about it, and I wrote this song. And also I wrote a book, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to try, there we are. I'm going to try and show you Saving Mother Ocean, in which I tell the story of my song. And Sparky, if you could take it away, let's hear. And I got to say this as well. I chose this song for today to keep the whole feel of Portugal, because the recording for the music video was all filmed in Portugal. Well, not all of it. Some of the shots of the plastic are from around the world, but the basics of me singing and playing was in Portugal. So, okay, Sparky, please let's have the song.
Without further ado, Where Does All the Plastic Go? By Steve Andrews, the Bard of Eli. Enjoy.
Plastic plants, what about real plants? I saw the fake ones at the store. People must want them, people must buy them. I don't want to see anymore. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? It's not hunting that'll kill the last whale. Plastic will do it, it's a very sad tale. And all the albatrosses are dying out too. They keep on fishing in the oceans. Plastic stew. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic bag I bought, it very quickly broke. If it ever gets burned, there'll be poisonous smoke. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Plastic kills the turtles and it's eaten by the fish. Plastic's in the food chain and the dinner on your dish. Where does all the plastic go? Into the sea, into the sea. How does it get there? Who threw it away? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me? Was it you or was it me?
Just like everything you do, Steve, catchiest absolutely any of these songs in the whole wide world, man. Fantastic. So, Eric, what's your thoughts on that one, brother? Then our next guest is Angie. So, Eric, and then Angie, what was your thoughts there? Well, I'll load up Angie's song.
I like it. It's different than what I normally listen to, but I find myself liking different stuff, especially things with a meaning. I love the meaning behind it. As a musician myself, I try to put meaning in my lyrics as well, instead of just talking about entrails and other things. That there's nothing wrong with that either. But I like the song. I don't know what genre that is. That's throwing me off a little bit. Could you tell me what genre you're going for there?
Well, I suppose it would be acoustic, acoustic. I mean, people also say folk, like if you play like a semi-acoustic guitar, people say folk singer. But as I always say to people, I'm a singer-songwriter. If you put like electric guitar and bass and drums behind it, people say, oh, it's a rock song. So, but I write my songs with acoustic guitar, and it's acoustic.
Eric,
also, it's a protest song. We used to have this term protest song, and there were a lot of acts like Bob Dylan. Basically, their career was made on protest songs, and I suppose I'm keeping the protest songs alive.
I like it. I definitely like it. Now that you say that, it reminds me of something you would hear back in the early 60s. In fact, I'll give an example from the movie Forrest Gump, where they're all out there singing their songs of protest. I could see that fitting very well.
Hey, man.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah.
You have to check out some of his other stuff. Fantastic, Steve. Angie, what was your thoughts there, dear? A magical one-off, she called Steve. And you know something? He's even done a rap song, Eric. I swear to God, man. He's a man of many talents. Angie, what was your thoughts here, dear?
I absolutely love Steve, and I love his message behind all of his music. He takes the time to actually think out and write the lyrics and really touch everyone right here in the noggin to make them think about what is actually happening and how they can go ahead and fix it.
Thank you so much, Angie. And I'm just going to mention that you actually interviewed me once, so that's how we know each other. But thank you.
Hey, that's a small world. I had no idea. Well said, Steve Andrews. Till the next time, brother.
Thank you, Sparky. Thank you, everyone.
So we're leaving Portugal and now we're going over to Pennsylvania. Angie, could you introduce yourself? Angified presents. Tell us, what you do and the story behind the song, and you will find the world.
All right. My name is Angified, and it actually is kind of funny because I'm older than dirt when it comes to the definition of it. That's how my name came about. It actually means when a creative art director takes their work of their subordinates and beautifully designs it, and it creates different elements of sparkles, glitter, rainbow, and just magic. And so we go ahead and every day, we don't think about how we treat people. We don't think about, like Steve tries to do, and make a change for the future, make it better all the way around. And so almost 4 years ago, I started Angified Presents for original artists and original musicians to share their stories and messages. And I had created this one along with, you'll hear in the beginning, about 15 other artists that went ahead and took my lyrics for me and helped me to make this music video with Hearts and Love.
Honestly, you're absolutely very special. Biggest big smile to my face when I first seen this. And for the second half of the show, if you're still here, because it's all Eric's bands, if you would like to be the co-host, because I'd like to partner you up and help you know what you do, and likewise, but we can talk about that later. So, and You Will Find the World by Angified. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I say one more thing before you hit play?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Just so you know, all of these artists that you are about to hear, none of us have ever met each other. We're all from different parts of the world. So these are all creative brains from all over uniting together.
Absolutely wonderful. You know, let's sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings,
And ourselves.
we stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
And listen with your hearts.
we all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love
Angified, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely wonderful, I want to say. Awesome how you put that together.
I
Eric,
like it.
guest is Peter this time, so let's go Eric, then Peter, and I'll load up Peter's song.
So I'm older than dirt as well, and what I'm about to say is going to make you realize how old I am. Now I listened to a lot of music throughout my life. I wasn't always just into metal. This reminds me of something that I would have heard off of Mariah Carey's Butterfly album. And I'm not saying that you sound like her. You have your own voice and it's beautiful. But I do think that this song it's very good. And I'm loving the whole atmosphere from every artist that we've talked to so far. Everything has a meaning. There's a message there. It's not mindless. It's not mindless entertainment. Not that there's anything wrong with mindless entertainment, but entertainment with a meaning holds more value to me. So my hat's off to you. It's a beautiful song, beautifully executed, and I wish you luck in everything.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Peter, over in South Africa.
Hello. Well, I absolutely love the positivity and the togetherness that this song has got in it. I'm actually currently also busy with a collab of people that I've never met before, except sometimes on a screen, of the Top Talent Promotions family, and that will be ready in like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I love that collab feel that this one has got. Great.
I have a little tip. Don't ever tell the musicians that you're collaborating with not to touch the music, because you'll find it in 50 different pieces. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I've got a lot of files already.
Yeah. Well said. Angified, what a lovely addition here you are to the show. One love. Till the next time, dear.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So from Pennsylvania over to South Africa, introduce yourself, Peter, and what's the story behind your song "Living for the Night"?
I actually thought we were going to have David first, but no, it's fine.
I'm sorry, because you were doing a collab, I thought it was just slightly better to swap you and David there, and you just kind of spoke about that.
No worries.
David, you're next, Mr. Jackson. But yeah, on you go, Peter.
All right. I'm Peter. I'm originally from the Netherlands, and I moved south to South Africa. And having 3 elder brothers, I'm the 4th son south. So at some point, I started the band, and when it was time to choose a name, that was the name. We are now a 5-piece, 4 guys and a girl. 4 of us sing, and after the last big tour, I wrote the song "Living for the Night" because, of course, as musos, that is what we do. And during the tour, we filmed. Well, it's bound to happen that everyone films a bit. So I said, "Come with all those videos," and there we have our video of the song. So
hey, man,
that's what you're about to see now.
Everything you do is absolutely brilliant, man. Just sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. 4 Sons South, "Living for the Night." Let's go.
Coming out of the cold, this is surreal. We've been driving so long, and all I feel is the wonder of the change, as if it was all arranged. The air is dense and crushed.
happy bunch of people, eh?
I think I've just discovered my happy side. What's going on here today?
Fantastic, isn't it? Just wonderful, man. So Eric, and then our next guest is David Jackson. So Eric, and then David, please. What was your thoughts here, man?
I like it. I had to use the restroom for the first part of it, but I got back in for the end of the song. Well, for the middle and the end. But I like it. It's happy. It's put together well. I'm finding that I'm liking a lot of different music today. What's going on here?
Hey man, this is a diverse show. Honestly, it's beautiful. You get to listen to stuff that you wouldn't probably listen to usually, but it's wonderful to hear the stories behind the songs. How could you not like any song that you hear on these shows, eh? But we've got the metal shows, we've got the rock shows, we've got all the different shows, Eric, that you can be part of. David Jackson, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
I actually have been listening to Peter's band quite a bit actually on Spotify lately. I think that's on one of the Spotify tracks, isn't it? I think. So
yeah, that one is not on. Is not on.
Was it not? It sounds similar to another one, but yeah, I really like it anyway. If you ever do come to the UK, I'll definitely go and watch you live. Definitely. So yeah, no, I really like your stuff.
If we can get the travel arrangements sorted, because
yeah,
man oh man, taking a band on the road, that is well, it's a bit of arrangements that need to be made. But yeah, I would love to. I know we our airplay on in the UK has been over the past years actually surprisingly good. So yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Well, because of the arrangements. That's why not.
I think I'm going to try and partner up with a UK booking agency, look at the best one I can find, and try and help you all get gigs over here. Peter, you're absolutely fantastic. Force on south till the next time.
Thank you, thank you, David, and thank you, Eric.
Nice one. So from South Africa over to the UK, return to the show for David Jackson. Introduce yourself, brother, and what's the story behind your song, Serendipity?
Yeah, David Jackson from Bedford in the UK. The song is partly written by my wife. My wife came downstairs one day and said, I think I've written a song. Basically, I've changed a lot of the lyrics to make them work and around the tune, but she has a favourite word, which means happy coincidence or happy mistake. We both met on a blind date, believe it or not. Been married 34 years. So that word is serendipity. So I think that's probably speaks for itself really on that score.
Hey man,
this is a different version. This is the version of my 12 EP, which was produced by a friend of mine. I wanted a bigger band sound rather than my usual acoustic stuff. So, yeah, it's different to the original acoustic version, which I released last year. So.
Everything you do, David, is a very, very high standard. You're absolutely brilliant, musician, man. Serendipity by David. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Serendipity, you mean the world to me, 'cause things don't turn out I'm meant to be. Serendipity. In a world that's so fake, you're my happy mistake. So let us now give, let us now take. Serendipity, you mean the world to me, 'cause things don't turn out I'm meant to be. Serendipity. This world is a mess, you can see my distress. So let us be true, let us confess. Serendipity, like we're meant to be. and me. Against the world, that we can be serendipity. You open my eyes and now I see that you come along. We can be serendipity. Serendipity.
Ah, lovely man, David Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic man, honestly, Brad. Awesome, awesome. So Eric, you're up, and our next guest is Andrew E. Pearce. So Eric, and then Andrew, if you would like to say something to David, I'll load up Andrew's track.
I love
I
that
like
track.
this. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I love that track. The guy from the UK here, so it's great to hear that track. Lovely music there. I'm very much into vocals, so I really like your vocal interpretation there. So well done. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I like the production. I like the story behind the song. Your vocals, it's perfectly executed. In fact, I can't write a love song for the life of me. My wife has been trying to get me to write a love song for the longest time. I might actually have to get with you to help me with this. But yeah, it's a beautiful song. I like it.
So much. Thank you.
Well said, man. Honestly, David, you're fantastic, dude. And it's hard to get you in a show, so whenever you want to come on, you can come on the Sunday 2 o'clock shows, man. David Jackson, till the next time. One love, brother.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So, from England to another part of England, Andrew E. Pearce. Do you want to introduce yourself, brother? And what's the story behind your song, Whispering?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on today. I'm from the UK, England, as mentioned before, near a town called Wolverhampton. And my song is all about going back to basics. It's about being grateful and just thankful. Coming back from a very kind of interesting musical career, I'm back now doing music that that comes from the heart, really, and it comes from a sentiment of being thankful, being grateful. And the song I'd like to listen to today is Whispering. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, man, without further ado, welcome to the show, dude. Andrew E. Pearce with Whispering. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Whispering in my ear, reminding me you are near. I know of you. You told me all that I know, and I live my whole life to show I adore you. A resting place in you I will find. You're my peace of mind. I hear you. When I'm with you I can confide. From you I won't hide. I hear you. Hey, you're my strong melody, my heart symphony. You're my sweet remedy for all eternity. You're more than a passing friend. Your love simply has no end. I know of you. Winter, spring, rain, or shine, you've always been there. You're mine. I adore you. A resting place in you I will find. You're my peace of mind. I hear you. When I'm with you I can confide. From you I won't hide. I hear you. Hey, you're my strong melody, my heart symphony. You're my sweet remedy for all eternity. See, I know I should be kind to me. I know till my mind aligns with the rest of me. I will praise and boldly say, see, I know I should be kind to me. I know until my mind aligns with the rest of me. I will praise and boldly say, you're my strong melody, my heart symphony. You're my sweet remedy for all eternity.
Andrew E. Pearce, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful track, man. Absolutely fantastic. So our
Thank you.
guest is young Zena over in Syria. So let's go Eric and then Zena. Eric first, what was your thoughts? And then Zena, who's our next guest?
This song. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
There you go, Eric and then Zena.
Okay. This song, it reminds me of my high school days, and let me explain. People who know me are gonna trip out, but that's okay. I was heavily into Boys to Men when I was a kid. I remember going to the school dances and having the song played for the girl that I was dancing with, and you sound different, but the sound itself takes me back to high school, and I like it. It's a guilty pleasure for a metalhead.
Thank you, appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Well said, man. Yeah, Eric, me too, man, but don't tell anybody. Eh?
Yeah, don't tell nobody, just Facebook, right? The whole world.
Oh, right. No, it's actually when you get older, you admit, you know, the boy bands are absolutely brilliant, isn't it? When you're younger, you didn't want to admit it to your friends. But Zena, dear, what was your thoughts? Did you like Andrew's song? Then we get to you. Zena?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. It's a very beautiful song. It's so heart-touching, and like it's whispering. It's whispering in my heart right now.
Oh. Whispering, eh? She got no pun intended, eh? Andrew E. Pearce, honestly, brother, come and make this place your home. And for everybody, just so you know, after a few hours, I'll put all your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify accounts in the descriptions of the shows. So for anybody that wants to check each other out, Andrew E. Pearce, till the next time.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you for having me on Sparky.
Oh, pleasure, pleasure. So from England, we're going over to Syria, debutant first ever Syrian artist here. Zena, AbuAli, could you introduce yourself and why did you write the song, The Peace Song?
Oh yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Zena. I'm from Syria. I'm 16 years old, going to be 17 in April. And I love songwriting. I've learned English by myself through online resources, and I've met a lot of people online. And now I saw that there are a lot of bad things going on in this world, like Gaza, like Ukraine, like everything. I do want peace in the whole world. And so I just write a song for peace with my friend Sharina Ahmed, who is my online friend since a lot of time, and she's very amazing. But thankfully, Jamila Yahya, who sings in French, and my friend Ghazal from Syria are way together with her to sing this song, and we actually did it. Let me say. For Gaza especially, because it's near us and there's a lot going on, and it was so bad to see the children dying and suffering, and I cannot see this and don't write a song about this.
Oh, honestly, what a beautiful introduction, Darren. Honestly, and welcome to the show. God bless you, wee soul. Honestly, Zena AbuAli with The Peace Song. We all want world peace, and why is there wars? We don't know, really. Get a grip, everyone, eh? World peace. The Peace Song.
Okay.
هل هجرت هل ضرب قل هل هلكت مقاوما هل ضاع حقك أو بيتك بالقوة والعناد صارخا صامدا أنت تعرف هذا تعرف السلام لما علينا أن نرى الدماء في كل يوم ونفقد الأحباب.
Look in their eyes, they're crying so bad. Look in the sky, angels flying the sky. Look in their eyes, they're searching for family. Why they say goodbye? Can't you see for real? Sous le ciel, les enfants m'éteignent, mais assez de se lever, mais ils ne prouvent pas. Ils veulent vivre bien et c'est que c'est la fin. Et aujourd'hui, je crierai ça pour les yeux, le doigt. Look in their eyes, they're crying so bad. Look at the sky, angels flying the sky. Look at their eyes, they're searching for family. Why they say goodbye? Can't you see for real? On the floor, children hands in hands, passed away, trying to give up, but they can't. They want to live. Pourquoi ça? Oui, ils sont innocents. Pourquoi nous sommes pas une famille? Oh, children hands in hands, passed away, trying to give up, but they can't. They want to live. Calvary and blood, this world has gone mad. Tonight are all this song for peace. For their eyes, what is that reality?
guys. Thank you for your kind words, everyone.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. Can Steve say something first? Steve, Eric, they're our next guest who is Tim. What a wonderful track. Well done, Zena. Honestly, darling, it was amazing. Steve, then Eric, then Tim. Please.
Yes, Sparky, I can certainly say something. I thought that was, well, for one, it's such an important, subject that, that it's being sung about there. Zena is singing about something which should touch all of us. I often say that basically all the problems we have in the world are all like worldwide problems. They're all international problems. And I think, I think everybody should be feeling what is going on. And, I said earlier, I was talking about, Eric asked me what genre my song was. And I said, well, really, it's a protest song. And again, if you go back to the 60s, there were a lot of the protest songs that became hit songs. That they were protest songs, but they were protesting about war. That was the big thing then. And we had war then. We had the Vietnam War. And the people were demonstrating. There were huge demonstrations of people protesting, protest songs. It was all, that was what was happening then. And if anything, the world is worse now. So there's an even greater need for protest songs, for songs for peace. I myself, I've been in several events for peace. I was in one earlier this year, the Wake Up, Rise Up, Live for Peace, which Angie knows about. I know Angie is involved with that as well. And so, peace is so important. And I'm going back to the 60s, somebody who, very important to me, John Lennon from the Beatles. John and Yoko, they became known for doing all they could to try and get peace. And John used to say, we have to think peace, we have to just basically do what we can to have peace. And I thought Zena's song was just amazing. So Zena, thank you for doing what you can for world peace.
Well said, dude. No nation's public wants war. Every nation's public wants peace, so let's try and force it to happen in this world. Everybody needs to. Eric and then Tim, what was your thoughts there, man?
My thoughts, I can't much top what Steve said because he echoed everything that I was thinking. I myself, I see a lot of things wrong in this world, and I think a lot of people need to speak up. And this song did that. This song touches base on things that are happening around our world that most people, they close their eyes to, or they just turn their heads because it's not affecting them directly. And a lot of times people just tend to not care unless it affects them directly. And that's the message we need to get across, that if it can happen to somebody else, it can happen to you. So you need to care. The song was beautifully written. I like it. And I love the message. So my hat's off to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well said. Mr. Bruce?
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can, Ray. Of course, man.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm a music teacher in junior high, and we've been actually learning the 60s protest movement with Bob Dylan and Pete Seeger and Peter, Paul, and Mary. And I tell my students that the youth are the ones that move society forward all the time. It's not the old guys doing it. And it's really poignant that Zaira is 16 years old, and she's and she's putting all of that stuff, what's happening in the Middle East right now, and actually everywhere in the world, she's putting it out there, and she's protesting. And that is super important because kids her age are the ones that are going to be listening to those songs, and they're the ones that are making the change. It's incredibly important that the youth continue to question their elders and to question everything that is happening in the world, because that's the only way it changes. Yeah, the old
Oh,
people
thank
like
you.
us. Yeah, we've
Dito
already
and
gone through that.
Dito that and
Nice
amen
job.
to that as well, Ray. Honestly, what a beautiful comment, man.
Yeah.
Tim Bruce.
I just forgot to sing. Actually, my producer, who is very gentle and kind, he's Keta UK Dominic Jam from the United Kingdom. So I love him so much. He helped me with this song, with producing the music, and actually, he helped me as well to make a music about the earthquake that happened last February as well, and I wrote it with my friend Emma Andrew.
Oh, that's nice. But you've got one more comment, Mr. Bruce. Sorry, dude, and then we get to Tim's section. Nice one.
Okay, well, I was watching all the reactions while the song was on. I wondered if anyone was going to turn their camera off, because it's just so moving when you see those kind of images and you hear that song and you kind of think, wow, this is heart music. This is music that is from the heart, that's trying to communicate. And I can't help but be moved by what I've just heard and seen. So Zena, it was just beautiful, and I love the strings in the background there. So you refer to the production, that for me just also kind of really spoke to me. My dad used to play the violin, and my youngest son plays cello, and hearing these instruments just provokes a response from me. So thank you. That's all I can say. That was just beautiful.
No, thank you so much. It's all thanks to you guys. I'm so thankful for all of your kind words. I hope you have a great day. I think I have to leave now.
Hey, Zena, I thank you for being a wonderful guest. God bless you. Zena AbuAli from Syria. One love, dear.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So from Syria back over to the UK, we've got one more song here. Mr. Tim Bruce returned to the show, and he's singing the spoken word, and he's here to bless young Zena, and he still can do it with his song. Introduce yourself, dude, and the story behind your song, Redeemed, and then the second half of the show is going to get some rock and roll and heavy metal, shall we say. So, Mr. Bruce, introduce yourself and the story behind Redeemed.
Okay, all right. Well, great to be back again. This whole track was written for my daughter. She was learning the flute, and she was struggling. But I wrote a piece because I said, what I want you to do is I just want you to play one note. All right, A. All she had to do was play that note. But I said, look, don't play the instrument, listen to the instrument, and let the instrument do the work. And so it was encouraging her to adjust her breathing and just adjust, what she was doing, so that the instrument started to resound. And so this whole track was written for that. Now you'll be pleased to know that the flute part isn't just that. Okay. But so this track is from my first album, and it's really an expression of thanks. Thanks basically initially for my daughter, and just to be grateful for the fact that I, as a father, I got to help her. And she didn't end up going far with the flute, but she has got a beautiful voice, and if I'm allowed back on the program, you probably get to hear her singing in the future. And there's one particular track I'm really grateful to speak with Andrew about, because I really wanted a gospel choir in there, and I didn't have access to one, and I'm afraid the budget wasn't there either. But anyway, so this is Redeemed. It's basically just a song of thanks, but there are no lyrics. So if you're looking for meaning in the lyrics, you're going to struggle.
Hey, what a beautiful introduction. And these shows are your home now, Mr. Bruce. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Redeemed by Tim Bruce. The only word I can think of right now is tranquilo. Just chilled out to the maximus, honestly. Absolutely brilliant. So Eric, then our next guest, Mark, then we're going to have the 6 acts from Self-Made Records. So Eric, and then Mr. Redbeard.
That was beautifully written. It sounded to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, and if I get this wrong, I am sorry, but it sounded like Celtic folk music. Like, have you ever heard Celtic Women? They play them on PBS a lot.
Certainly, there's on that album there are 2-3 other tracks which are quite Celtic. There's one with a couple with violins, and yeah, that's one of the musics I love. If you go to my first album, it's quite an eclectic mix. There's everything from classical through to funk.
I like it. Like I said, I got a very Celtic vibe from it, and it was beautifully written. The way I see it in my head, it was like a story of just like in some green pastures, a lake, and somebody just dancing around. It's beautiful, man. I like it.
Thank you, Eric.
Well said, dude. Mr. Storey?
Yeah. Hi, Tim. Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, that is no words needed, really. And I've just written that on your YouTube channel. No words needed. Music says it all. And accompanied by the video, it creates this feeling of zen. I mean, it just soothes the savage beast, so to speak. Is that your daughter playing flute on there?
No, it's the guy who ended up producing my second album, but my daughter does all the vocals on my my albums, and my youngest son plays cello. In fact, if I move my camera slightly, you can probably see a picture on the wall over there. That's my kids and I and my wife. So I've literally grown my own band.
It sounds like the music sounds incredible. It's really a beautiful piece of music.
Thank you.
And I think it's really lovely the fact that your children are, that you are, your children and yourself are all joined together in creating music. And I've done some work with my son before now, done some work with my daughter before now. They're not so heavily into it now. But it's always a pleasure when you get your offspring kind of, participating in what you do. It's just that really proud dad moment, so it's cool. And I've got an 11-year-old daughter. I've featured her in quite a few of my videos as well. And it's great having her in there as well. She adds a little touch of darkness to my stuff. So yeah, good job, man. Really cool tune. Loved it. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Tim Bruce, everyone. You're absolutely wonderful, man. Love you to bits. Tim Bruce. So, from England, and we're staying in England for Mr. Mark Redbeard Storey. This man needs no introductions, but introduce yourself, dude, and what's the story behind your song, Here Be Monsters?
All right, well, good day to you, everybody. I'm Mark Storey, and rather than go around the bushes, go around the houses, rather, everything you see and hear in the song that's about to be played is me. So I write the music, write the lyrics, play all the instruments, program the drums, produce and mix it, and then if I plan to put it out on YouTube, I then create the video. My influences are Detroit rock, classic Detroit rock, early MC5 stuff like that, with blues and rhythm and blues. So I call my stuff Voodoo blues. Basically, I just let my imagination run away. So I hope you enjoy the ride on this song.
Hey,
it's not as peaceful as the last one, but
hey, dude, wait till you see what's coming after you, brother. But somebody say festival earlier. Just sit back and imagine this at a festival. That's all I can say. One lovely gentleman. Enjoy.
revolution, bringing out the big guns. Gonna need a read between to find the answers. Between the devil and the deep is a blessing and a curse. Mark my words, here be monsters. Here be monsters. Give us some of that mojo, dopamine, double shot, and the groove is kicking in. Gonna rock that voodoo box and crash on the livery. Open up your mind to see how far it wanders. Between the devil and the deep is a blessing and a curse. Mark my words, here be monsters. You're off the edge of the map, mate. Here there be monsters. Drinking blood from the skull of my enemy. Rising up with a newfound energy. Gonna drop that juju bomb and connect the adrenaline. Open up your mind to see how far it wanders. Gonna need a read between to find the answers. Between the devil and the deep is a blessing and a curse. Mark my words, here be monsters. Here be monsters. Mark my words, here be monsters.
I only have one question.
Fantastic. Yeah. Eric, and then Angie's going to co-host the second half of the show with us while we go through your guys, Eric. So Eric and then
I would
Angie.
love to. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave.
No worries, dear. That's okay. But what did you think of that song before you have to go? Angie and then
Oh,
Eric.
dude, that was badass. I love the harmonica in there. It is so nice to hear that instrument. It is so rarely used. It gives a little kick of like the blues rock to you. And it makes you actually really kind of almost want to take it to that metal part. Here be monsters. You know, just like really, it was badass. I love it. Love it.
Thanks a million. Thank you very much.
Well said.
Thank you so
well
much
said.
for having me.
It's been a pleasure, Angie. Until the next time, honestly, I think we can help each other. We're both doing great things for artists here. Angified. One love. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
So I'll share the co-hosting between Mark and Peter as long as you are here then. Eric, what was your thoughts before we get to your artist, dude?
My thoughts are you signed to a label? And if not, I would like to sign you because I like your music. I think it's badass and I would really like to put you on my roster.
All right. Well, that's really... No, I'm not. I haven't even got anything. All I've got is on my YouTube channel, Mark Storey Music. So there's much more original stuff on there. There's quite a few covers on there as well. But yeah, we could talk about that. I mean, obviously that'd be great. But as I
Send me a friend request on. That's fine. I work with all kinds of artists. I work with solo artists. I work with touring artists. I work with artists who are trying to get famous and all the big stuff that is very hard. But, you know, I work with all kinds of different artists, and I like your music. I would definitely like to promote it and put it out there in front of more people. Solo or not, if you can play gigs, cool. If you can't play gigs, not a problem. Just send me a friend's request on Facebook or an email at selfmaderecords.business@gmail.com, and we'll pick up after the show or later on this week.
That's great. Thank you. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be in touch.
Nice one, dude. Nice one, Eric. So, Mark, you can be the reviewer of the artists that could be on your potential label that you might join then, right? As long as you're here for the rest of the show. And I'll also bring Steve and Peter. I think Peter's needs to go at 4 o'clock, though. So, Mark, Storey, until the next time, man. Love you 2 bits, Captain Redbeard.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Awesome. So from London, we're coming over to Self-Made Records. He's based in Kentucky. Eric, could you introduce yourself? And the first one we're going to feature is Redrummed, Skelter. So introduce yourself, and we can bring in Anthony here as well.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Eric from Self-Made Records. I'm also in a band, Misanthropic Torment. But Self-Made Records is a label / promotion company / pretty much everything. And this company was created by myself and my sister because when I started back in the music industry after a abrupt interruption in my life, I guess you could say, I won't get into that. But I was tired of getting ripped off by people. You know what I mean? I paid a lot of people a lot of money to do a lot of things, and then I learned that I could do them on my own and I could do them without getting ripped off. So I created Self-Made Records at first as a vehicle for my band and my own project. And then other bands started seeing what I was doing and they hopped on board. And basically that's a wrap right there. I have outlets for everything. So with that being said, we heard Redrummed's music. They're out of Phoenix, Arizona. I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona. So why not support the local scene where, I mean, I'm not local there anymore, but you know what I mean? They're a good band. They got a great sound. They've got a new track coming out on the 19th of December. They covered Amon Amarth's Pursuit of Vikings, but I'll leave it to Anthony to pick up the slack. Go ahead, brother.
Hey guys, hey, thank you for having us. Yeah, I'm Anthony. Everyone calls me Doc. I'm the guitarist for Redrummed here. We're gonna have Skelter. This song's just kind of it's kind of about like all the crazy thoughts and the craziness that you have in your day-to-day life, the intrusive thoughts, and kind of just everything all happening at one time. It is just a Skelter, exploding here, exploding there. Everybody's going through tons of stuff. We got to learn to kind of manage that. And this song's kind of like just kind of giving into those intrusive thoughts and letting them win for the day. So we just like to have fun. Some of our songs are just about that raw power and emotion, and others have a little bit more meaning. And this one's just kind of about, you know, giving in and letting that feeling ride.
Nice one, dude. Well, Doc, welcome to the 1010 podcast. And Eric, nice one. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back. Redrummed and Skelter. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you going to be in? Or are you going to be out? Question, please. Let me in. Let me out. 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 Love cuts stars from above, tears cry. Good karma, bad karma, shining all around my brain. Please let me in. 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 Let me
skelter all up in my brain. Good life, bad life, living in free will. Good karma, bad karma, shining all around my brain. Please let me in. Please let me in, please let me in, please let me in. Please let me in, please let me in, please let me in. Let me out! Shelter, skelter, all up in my brain. All up inside my brain. Forget, retention, forgotten. Good lies, bad lies, shines all around my brain. Please let me in. Please let me in, please let me in, please let me in. Please let me in, please let me in, please let me in. Let me out! Shelter, skelter, all up in my brain. All up inside my brain. In my brain. Inside. Shelter! Skelter! Shelter! Skelter! Shelter! Skelter! Shelter! Skelter! Shelter! Skelter! Shelter! Skelter! All up inside my brain.
Redrummed, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely wild, isn't it? Let's hear what Redbeard and Greenbeard's got to say, and then we'll get to State of Mind next. I'll load up the State of Mind track. If Mark and then Steve would like to say something.
Well, the first thing I noticed was that Redrummed backwards is demurder. That's like anarchy and insanity put to music, and I love it. The guitars remind me of the Stooges, and the vocals are so unique, and they just hold your attention because they're so wild. So it's an attention-grabbing song for starters. And as I said before, that guitar is the glue that puts the whole thing together and makes it work so well. As I say, those vocals are brilliant. I'd love to have seen the vocals being recorded on that one. Kind of reminds me of Alice Cooper as well.
It's funny. Our vocalist did an Alice Cooper tribute band for about 30 years before doing original. Yeah.
Well, it's like kind of. I think it's of Love It to Death. Black Juju, I think is the track, and it's got that kind of manic kind of vocal bit going on in it. But yeah, that is really good. I'd love to hear some more of it, and I'm definitely going to listen to some more of it. Just subscribe to your YouTube channel, so I will be listening to it. So that's awesome. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, brilliant.
Well said, Mark. What would you like to say, Steve? And then we'll go on to John with the State of Mind band next.
I'd like to say that, well, for start, Mark just used the word manic, and I think manic is important here because it was like a manic vocal and the whole feel. And what came over to me though was that if this was live, that would transmit to the crowd. It would really get the crowd moving. It would get the mosh pit, as they say. The mosh pit would be moshing, frantically, manically. It's got that energy. And that energy is rock and roll. That is really rock. And so, I was really impressed with that. Fantastic work.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. So, Eric, that's part one, man. And Anthony, thank you, aka Doc from Redrummed, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having us, guys. Thanks for all the words.
Right, pleasure. Until the next time, hopefully, man. Pass back to Eric. Introduce your next act, State of Mind, and then John, if you'd like to say something as well. So, Eric and then John.
State of Mind. Who the hell are they? No, I'm just playing. John, man, what's not to say? I've been working with this man for the past 3-4 years, and the music is just amazing. He sounds like early 80s kind of power metal, if you will. Sometimes he's got some Dio in there, he's got some Alice Cooper in there, he's got some Queensryche in him. The only way that I can describe his music is just to play it and let everybody else hear what I hear, you know what I mean?
Nice one, Eric. So John, what's the story behind Burning Reflections? Why did you write that song?
Burning Reflections is basically, I'm John Ferris. I'm the vocalist lyricist for State of Mind. I wrote Burning Reflections just sitting thinking about my life. Most of my music is just pages out of my life. We all have those moments where we sit and we reflect on things that we've done in the past or have not done in the past or wish we had done in the past. And so you don't really appreciate what you have in front of you. This song's basically just an ode to the past. You know, you need to look forward, quit looking behind you. You'll never take a step forward if you keep looking behind you. And the past always burns your soul, especially if you have regrets and things you wish you had or had not done. So basically, that's what this song is about.
Hey, man, without further ado, it's absolute belt of a song. Burning Reflections by State of Mind. Back enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Self-made records, maybe.
So far away, I can't see all the things in front of me. Looking for stars on a cloudy day. Standing in front of me, I'm not feeling all the feelings that you're feeling for me. Hoping for love on a hopeless night. But where am I? Gazed at a figure through hollow eyes. Close my eyes so I'll drift away, and I don't have to hear anything that you say. Just turn and walk away. Standing in front of me, don't believe anything that you're saying to me. A tear falls from your eye. But where am I? Gazed at a figure through hollow eyes. Burning reflections in my mind. Is it all just a waste of time? tear falls from your eye. I see my reflection, but where am I? Gaze at a figure through hollow eyes. Burning reflections in my mind. Is it all just a waste of time? Burning reflections in my heart. Don't let this world tear you apart. Burning reflections in my mind. Is it all just a waste of time? Burning reflections in my heart. Don't let this world tear you
State of Mind, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute belter of a track. Honestly. Peter, what was your thoughts on that one? And then Peter this time, while he's still here, I don't know how much longer he's got left. Mark, and then Peter, what was your thoughts on John's wonderful track there with State of Mind?
One word. Wow. It's class. I really enjoyed the guitar solo, and the vocals are outstanding. It reminded me a bit of Metallica, but with really awesome vocals. Yeah, man. No disrespect to James Hetfield, but the singer of this band really goes for it. So yeah, top notch. Enjoyed it. Good video too. Good video.
Thank you.
Well said, Mark. Peter?
All right, all right. Well, there's this one thing in music, and it's so hard to put your finger on it, and I call it the flow. And the secrets of the flow, nobody knows, but you know it when you hear it. And here I hear it. By the way, Mark, it's Queensryche that it reminded me of, not Metallica. Anyway, and I was, because in the beginning you have that little piece of toned down guitar, and think, yeah, okay, but I know it's gonna come. And then it comes. That's how you do it. No, great, fantastic.
Thank you.
Well said, dude. And yeah, John, it was a pleasure talking to you the other day. John Ferris, State of Mind. Till the next time.
All right. I take this time to thank you all, but because I have to go in a minute, and rather make it now and have a clean break. Guys, fantastic.
That's why I brought you in this time. Nice one, Peter.
Great meeting a lot of new people, and I will see you again.
You've got 4 songs to check out in the show tomorrow when we upload it there. So catch you later, brother. Cheers, man.
I will most certainly listen to the rest. Cheers, guys.
Legend.
Excuse me for a second. May I? People have been asking me how to find me on Facebook and the messages, and I am a dinosaur. I can't work the messenger and watch this at the same time. So John, if you could please copy my profile link and paste it in the messages so people can find me on Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you,
nice
sir.
one. And we're going to introduce the next artist from Self-Made Records, Honey Bunches of Death. Rob's here from the band. And what's the story behind the song? I'll run out of laughs when you run out of stupid. Eric, would you like to introduce Rob first and then tell us the same scenario? What a mouthful that was, eh? And I got it.
You know, when my sister sent me Honey Bunches of Death music, she sent it to me and said, sign these guys. I said, okay. You know, I listened to their music, and I've never heard in my whole entire life, I've heard of comedy, stand-up comedians, some comedy music, but I've never heard of comedy death metal, comedy death groove metal. So when I listened to it, there was a song that stuck out to me. And it's just the title is funny. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, man, of course.
Sorry. Well, it was funny as fuck to me, man. And the song title is called "You're Standing on My Penis." So I listened to it and I sent them a message and I'm like, yo, I have to sign you guys. So we started talking and we came to an agreement, and I'll let Rob take it from here.
Nice one, Eric.
Yeah, man.
Rob?
Thank you for having us. I love being part of this whole experience and getting to see all this talent and love and creativity. And I'm so sorry to bring it to a screeching halt.
No, you're talented, man.
Hey, dude, what's the story behind I'll run out of laughs when you run out of stupid? Why did you write that song?
Okay, so some history. The riff, the song itself, musically, is about 20 years old. And it used to be called I'll Run Out of Mad When You Run Out of Stupid, which at the last minute when we were recording our album, we were even debating whether or not to put this song on the album. Our singer rewrote the lyrics as we were setting up the vocal booth. And luckily it's song doesn't have too many lyrics, but basically we'll stop laughing when the world stops being stupid. And we just hope that comedy is a good way for everyone to, laugh for a few minutes and reset their brain and maybe get a new perspective on things.
Absolutely brilliant. So unique, so bizarre, man. Honestly, I'm going to try and do this introduction again. I'll run out of laughs when you run out of stupid by Honey Bunches of Death. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely fantastic, man. Wild as the heather, eh? Just brilliant, man. Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mark and then
I am so happy they're on my label.
Hey, man, that honestly, so you should be as well. Mark and then Steve. Then our next guest coming up is Ray with the Crown Syndicate. Mark, then Steve.
Yeah, well, first of all, I love the band's name. Brilliant band name. Secondly, I love the song title. Brilliant song title. So I'm sold on it before I've even heard the song. The song does not disappoint. It's got a kind of a power metal kind of Bay Area groove to it, kind of Exodus, Overkill, that sort of thing, to my ears anyway.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sabotage, you know. And I love that stuff. I went to Metal Church and bands like that. So yeah, you guys are right up there with that sound. And it's right in your face, how it should be. You know, it pulled up. So yeah, good stuff, guys.
Well said, Mr. Greenbeard, Steve Andrews.
I put my thoughts about this in the chat, and basically they were that this is the second song of the day that would have the moshers moshing in that mosh pit. It's a song that has that energy. It would get that crowd moshing. Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic, honestly, man. Rob, with these Honey Bunches of Death, you're awesome. Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, we've got 3 more sections left. Eric, do you want to introduce the Crown Syndicate, and then Rob, tell us the story behind your song, Asteraceae. I don't know how to say the word. I'm sorry, I messed it up. But yeah, Eric, could you introduce the Crown Syndicate, and then Ray, the song?
The Crown Syndicate. Now, I was talking to their manager, Rob, on Facebook, and he recommended that I listen to their music. So when I heard their music, I reached out to Ray, and we talked for about a month or two before he decided that he wanted to come with us. And he sent me his EP, and I'm listening to this music, and I'm like, this is different. It's good. You can hear different types of rock and roll, heavy metal inside of the different songs. And he's a music teacher. So like I had to get this guy. I had to put him on the label because he I'll let him tell you, his whole family is pretty much in this band. So go ahead, Rob.
Ray, and the song I'm Sorry, but could you tell me what the word is? Asteraceae, I'm sorry, but in whatever language it is or something.
No, Asteraceae is actually the scientific term for sunflower. And sunflower is basically a concept that was actually dreamt by my 13-year-old son. When he was 5 years old, he was diagnosed with cancer. So he would so when he was put to sleep so that they could do MRIs on him, he would have these nightmares, very vivid nightmares. And the main character of the nightmares was this little girl with sunflowers for her eyes. So we wrote this song Asteraceae about this little girl. And it's basically from the perspective of the people that have hurt her. So they're apologizing right before she's gonna go crazy on them. But yeah, my son is the drummer in the band. And he's also the producer, the engineer, everything. And he and I arrange the music and stuff like that. And then our singer writes the lyrics and stuff. And the bassist just comes in and he puts everything together. But I've got another son in another band and stuff. So we all get together, we just play. It's a lot of fun.
It's a pleasure to have you here, man. What a wonderful introduction. Asteraceae by the Crown Syndicate. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. And don't worry how many people's left in this show, because I'll share this show every week for eternity. So it's not who sees it live, it's who sees it in the future. One love, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
Crown Syndicate, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Chat man, really, really
Thank
love
you.
it. Yeah. Mark and Steve, then our next guest is Jordan. So Mark and Steve, load up. December Screams Embers track.
That was awesome. It put me in mind of a band called Jimmy Eat World for some reason. I think maybe the vocal tone.
Maybe,
Right,
yeah.
but-
Jimmy Road's actually from Phoenix, so yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I'm doing all right then.
It must be an Arizona thing.
It's a very loose connection, but that kind of came to my head. Is the way the vocals sound, and it's been a while since I've heard Jimmy Eat World, but that's what it conjured up. But it's an instantly enjoyable song. Like the minute it comes in, you're like, yeah, what's going on here? Great punches and in the music, very good vocals, great vocal melodies, and I really enjoyed that little bit at the end where the vocals are just kind of fading out on their own. So yeah, that was very very creative. Nice one. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Awesome, man.
Well said, man. Well said. Steve, what was your thoughts there, brother?
Well, my first thoughts were, I thought it was, a very moving story, to hear how it came about.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I was going to be hearing then. And what I heard was, I think, was just a top-class production. And so, I was really impressed with the song. But the other thing was that, Sparky, you asked like what the title meant. And if you'd asked me, I could have answered that, but maybe not with the meaning that you had, because I'm a botanist, okay? And I happen to know.
Oh, wow, nice.
Okay, the
Awesome.
Asteraceae, okay, nearly all
Asteraceae, yes.
in the daisy family. So
Yes, the daisy family, yes.
And there is, that's right. And there's actually a plant called the aster. People grow it in their gardens.
Yep.
Flower.
Yep.
They're all in
The aster.
the Asteraceae. So there we
Yes.
are. I already knew what that was. But yeah,
Cool. So cool, Steve. Awesome.
Well said. Well said, man. Well said. Ray, it's been a pleasure to host you, man. The Crown Syndicate.
Thank you, man.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, man.
This is song 5 out of 6. 2 more songs to go, and this has been an absolutely wonderful show. Eric, introduce the next December Screams Embers, who is represented by Jordan, and what's the story behind the song No Laughing Matter. So just again, Eric and then Jordan, please.
December Screams Embers, they're from Texas. I've been working with them as well for, what is it, Jordan, about 3-4 years?
Yeah, something like that by now.
Yeah, by now. I had some off and on again, COVID, all that, but they're a great band. They're a great band. They have a sound that reminds me of Whitechapel, My Chemical Romance, and Nevermore.
I'll take that.
Hey, you're absolutely brilliant, man. Jordan, what's the story behind your song No Laughing Matter, and a brief bit about the band, if you want to hear it?
Well, so No Laughing Matter is a part of our new EP called Spooky Noodle, and basically it was an experimental thing and kind of a concept album. We were doing songs trying to bring stories created online to life. So all the songs from that album, from that EP, are based off of creepypastas, which, if you don't know, are online horror stories created by various different people. It's free range, anyone can post whatever they want there. No Laughing Matter is about a type of demon, I suppose, called Laughing Jack, and basically he's in this song, he's tormenting this single mother and her son, and it does not have a happy ending. So it's quite a morbid song.
This song is so ready for us to be a soundtrack or something. Just wait to hear this, man. Honestly, No Laughing Matter by December Screams Embers. Back and enjoy. One love.
Mom, don't think that I'm real. I mean, really, what's the
December screams embers, ladies and gentlemen. Just
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
You can hear that in the next Halloween movie or something, man. Mark, then Steve, what was your thoughts before we get to the final guest, who is Eric himself? So, Mark, then Mark, then Steve.
Yeah, I was just saying in the comments, imagine listening to that song in the dark. It's a bit like, have you got what it takes to sit in the dark and listen to this song? It's creepy as fuck.
Appreciate
it's kind of like, it's like the Evil Dead that risen and decided to form a band, So, yeah, I really like it. It's right up my street, as you can imagine. Dark shit. So, yeah, that's really, really cool. Loved it. Yeah, really good. Really, really good. Powerful.
Thank you. I'm glad we could capture that vibe. We added a lot of theatrics through that whole album, and it was nice. It was a really interesting thing to put out there, and getting yourself in the mindset to write something like that is also interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, got to feed a lot of demons to get to that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good because I'm a big fan of theatrics, and you got the right balance there, with the theatricality and the power of the music, so neither one overshadows the other. But yeah, man, it's a dark sound you got there. Good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Well said. I knew you'd love that, Mark. Steve, what was your thoughts before we get to Eric's section?
Well, Sparky, you mentioned, that you could see it like in a movie, and obviously it's going to be a horror movie. And what I was thinking was that, you've had a personal friend of yours on your show, Mr. Barry Coffin, who runs the WeGetArtists.com site, and they are looking for our songs, for music to go in films and TV. So my recommendation would be, get in touch with Barry and get your song on WeGetArtists.com, and then maybe it could end up in a real horror movie. That's what I was thinking.
Awesome. I'll look into that. Sure.
WeGetArtists.com. The guy's proven 25 years. He even gets songs in Marvel films and stuff like that. He's a legend.
What's it called?
WeGetArtists.com. So Jordan, December screams embers. Until the next time, young man. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Cheers.
Thank you.
So the final guest of the evening, he's had half the show with his artist and his record label. Eric, introduce your band, Misanthropic Torment, and the story behind your song, Indigenous Lands.
Okay, so for those of you that don't speak death metal, I'm going to go ahead and turn around and read the lyrics to you. But my band is Misanthropic Torment, and it has a meaning behind it. Misanthropy is an extreme hatred for mankind. However, by my nature, I'm not hateful. But because of the things that I see happening in our world, I am very full of anger and disgust. So I'm tormented by my own hatred because I'm not a hateful person. The song Indigenous Lands, let me just read the description to you real quick. I got to turn my back to you. I'm sorry about that. But this track is dedicated to the many indigenous people from around the world who have been forced off their lands, beaten, raped, murdered, and have been treated unfairly. Our thoughts and our anger are with them. Rise up and take back what is yours. We stand with you. And the lyrics are... sanctimonious outlanders travel from afar. Just turn around from what you see. Cover your ears tightly. Shut your eyes as everyone dies. The assertion of perversion to the corruption of indigenous lands, infiltrating positions that will delete all that you are. Limbs ripped from the body, eviscerated guts fall to the ground, screaming from their slit throats, there is no sound. Bodies exploding, leaving the countless carcasses of infants for no future to glimpse. Just turn around from what you see, cover your ears tightly, shut your eyes as everyone dies. We all entertain ourselves with the oceans of blood spilled, thanking whatever gods we pretend to believe in that it is not us being killed. Closing your eyes to another's suffering doesn't mute their agonizing screams. That's the lyrics. Basically, I'm outraged at what I see going on in the world. It breaks my heart, but I take it out in a different manner. I scream and I make obnoxious noises that most people can't understand. So if you can understand my lyrics, cool. If not, it's not for you. But I hope you enjoy.
Hey man, what a wonderful introduction, brother. Misanthropic Torment with Indigenous lands. Indigenous lands. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
Devastated by this deadly attack, we are getting flooded with horrifying stories. While many are calling the attack on Israel an act of terrorism, an organizer at the Free Palestine rally tells me what we are witnessing is liberation. In no way can we say what is happening now is unprovoked. Quite the consequence. What we've had happen for 75 years is Palestinians have been dispossessed, their homes have been broken and destroyed, their lands have been stolen.
In an act of war, the United States must stand by our ally.
Misanthropic Torment, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great way to end the show. This is basically a metal show, isn't it? You know, absolutely awesome. Mark, then Steve, final two reviews of the evening. What was your thoughts there on Eric's track? And that's been a 2.5-hour show. We've done it as quick as possible, to be fair, with all the guests we had. So, Mark and then Steve.
Yeah, Eric. Thanks for the explanation, and I totally relate to what you said, because by nature I'm a very empathetic person. You know, I believe that we should all get on, and we should, you know, understand other people's needs and feelings. But because the world is such a rotten place, I'm also plagued by incredible cynicism and an incredible hatred for people who do not listen and try and change history. So that's my personal view on that. But the song itself, yeah, it's brutal, it's powerful, and you did a fantastic job on that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Well said, Captain Greenbeard.
Eric, that is not the sort of music that I would like to actually listen to, but that doesn't matter because what's important here is that music and what you're feeling, because I feel that too. And you're talking about the indigenous people. And as far as I'm concerned, there are no indigenous people, past or present, that have caused the mess, the nightmare that we are in the world right now. All of the shit that's going down in the world has been caused by the civilized people. It is the civilized people, the globalist, civilized, empire-making, controlling, dominant, taking, using people that have messed up the world in whatever way they've done, wherever they've gone. They've invaded all of. If you look at what happened on the world, and it's mostly European white people. European white people went and invaded the rest of the world. They went to Africa, they went to Asia, they went to Australia, they went to America, North and South, and the pattern was the same. They invaded, they killed the people that were there, they made slaves out of some of the people that were there, they took their religion that the people that were there didn't even want, they forced them to have their religion, they did all of that. And then they took over that ground, they got the people out, they killed a lot of them, okay? And then they moved in, and then they created their cities, and they created the civilization, which we are still in. We are in the results of what happens when you go invading the rest of the planet, destroying everything and bringing civilization and patriarchal religions to it, and all the rest of the stuff which has taken over the world. So that's what I got to say. So I really understand what you're feeling.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I mean, I know not a lot of people get death metal, but that's the way I know how to take it out. Because, but I thank you for that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I feel it.
Hey man, that was a powerful message. And this is a diverse show. Honestly, you could run before an opera singer and after a rapper on this show. Eric, thanks for bringing your team in. Everyone, it's been a great show. I'm going to stop Facebook Live first, so goodbye Facebook. But I'd like to stop the main recording with the peace sign. Do you know what I mean? Because we all want world peace, and I've got over 1,000 people. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love.